Hello everybody and welcome to Penn State Ice Lions hockey here at Pegula Ice Arena in State College, Pennsylvania. My name is Ethan Zaretsky and joined alongside me is a brand new face here in the broadcasting booth by the name of Owen Gelber. Owen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing phenomenal. I'm excited to watch this matchup. My first time calling club hockey, and it's going to be a fun time. I'm glad to join alongside you, and we have a fun one in front of us today.
If you missed yesterday's game between these two teams, it ended in a 6-2 victory for the Penn State Ice Lions, and a fantastic performance by goalie John Seafarth, who's not in net tonight. Starting for the Penn State Ice Lions is John Ferry, and across the ice for the Army Black Knights is going to be the same goalie as yesterday's game, Liam Monahan, as puck is dropped, and we are set for the second game in this series between the Penn State Ice Lions and the Army Black Knights. Big key to yesterday's game, Owen, was the power play for both teams. Ice Lions with 2 power play goals yesterday, which proved to be the main factor in their win. A 6-2 victory. They had possession of the puck majority of the game. It was a 0-0 game at the end of the first period, and then it was all Ice Lions from there. They didn't look back. As the referee signals a hand pass, we will have an early whistle. Just under 30 seconds played here in this first period. So, Owen, you haven't seen much Ice Lions hockey, if you've seen any at all. This team, they play very strong in the beginning. They like to play with their opponent, but then as time goes on, they slip or they really take advantage of the opponent's struggles. So we'll look to see how either of those sides really fare in this game, as Army is really, really hungry for a victory in this game to try and even their record at 3-3.
I mean, yeah, Ethan, based on what you said yesterday, you know, it was one of those games where both teams were in and out of the box. Power plays were a key component into the Ice Lions win, but it's going to be both teams are going to have to stay disciplined and stay, play the game 5-on-5, and it's going to be a battle on the ice tonight. But like I said, they're just going to have to stay out of the box on both sides.
Coach Chris Cunningham rolling with very similar lines as he did yesterday. A couple additions to the lineup. Alan Garcia is going to be playing at right wing today, as well as Tommy Taverner on the defensive side for the Ice Lions, and a completely different lineup. As I spoke to Coach Haas yesterday for Army, he wants a completely different lineup. He kind of gave me a sarcastic comment saying after yesterday's loss, things definitely have to change. It didn't change in goal, kept with Liam Monahan, but a lot of changes on the offensive and defensive side for Army, as they have possession now in the offensive zone, looking to set up here early in the first period. Defensive line out there right now for Army is Brendan Connor and Magnus Sheridan. Coach deciding to split up the milkmen, the two brothers on the defensive side for Army. Barrett Connor, one of the defensemen, is going to be playing on the top line. As Army has a chance here early. The puck's loose, and they put it in! Exactly how the Black Knights wanted to start this game. It is 1-0 Army very early.
It was a rocket from the point by defenseman Brendan Connor. Traffic in front. Goaltender John Ferry didn't really have eyes for the puck, and a loose rebound, and was able to be tucked in by number 16 for West Point, Caleb Kaiser.
Great extra effort, opportunity there to tuck it past John Ferry, the goalie who didn't start in yesterday's game, to getting the nod by Coach Cunningham today. As puck drop at the center ice, we see Alan Garcia right in front of the broadcast booth getting his start in the series. Didn't play in Denison's game on Friday night, didn't play in yesterday's game versus Army, but gets a chance here on the line with Liam Egan on the left, centered by Alec Connolly. Puck now on the far side as Army looks to have all the momentum here early, absolutely buzzing after getting a goal within the first 2 minutes here of the first period. Ice Lions definitely like to attack while down. You see them playing very aggressive when they play man down compared to when they're up on the lead, when they try and play a little bit more defensively on the back end. Lifting it out of the zone there for the Ice Lions was Zach Good. And shooting it the other way as the puck was deflected now on the far side, and trying to reset for the Ice Lions is Alex Mavris here on the near side. Mavris in addition to Egan as they look to make there was a stretch pass intended for Alec Connolly, just past his stick. He's able to retrieve it behind the net of Monahan. Riggle's pass was unable to make it in front, looking for the stick in Nathaniel Schumann, the captain, as the puck wasn't able to be handled on his stick. Shots are 3-0 early here for the Black Knights. The first shot for the Ice Lions by Alec Riggle was easily stopped there by Monahan. So you see Army getting off to an early start here, looking very aggressive so far in this first period. How do you think it's going to be faring for the Ice Lions to try and bounce back? What are the main things that the Ice Lions are going to need to do to try and inch back at this deficit early?
Well, fortunate for the Ice Lions, it's still early. As we talked about, Oh, we just saw a trickler from the point. Almost catch goaltender Liam Monahan off guard. But going back to what I was saying, fortunate for the Ice Lions, it is early, and they do have the chance to come back in this game. But everything was pretty much set up in the Ice Lions' defensive zone. They haven't not had much established in the offensive zone until just about now. So we'll see what happens.
Like I was saying, Owen, the Ice Lions, they look to work with their opponent a little bit, try and get to know them. They did play a game yesterday against Army, so they definitely know the players on the opposing team, so just trying to get comfortable here in Game 2 of the series as Coach Cunningham sends out their best line that has been playing amazing all weekend, featuring Xander Faust, Ethan Szymanski, and on the right, Ringo, and they score! Tying it up right after Army strikes first, it's Xander Faust, 1-1.
That was a greasy goal. I didn't exactly see what happened. I know it was a net front battle, but the Ice Lions ties one back up, exactly what they needed. And third shot of the game for the Ice Lions, notch one in, tie game.
I mentioned just a minute ago how the shots were 3-0 in favor of the Black Knights, but now the shot category is tied and the scoreboard is completely symmetrical right now. 1-1 game here, and it looks like we have a completely different game than we saw yesterday. It was a 0-0 score, like I had said, at the end of the first period in yesterday's bout between these two teams. But now a goal from each side, and both teams are buzzing here as Army gets an opportunity to try and take the lead back. Ferry steers that one to his left. Bodies are flying here so far in the first 3 minutes of this period as Army sets up offensively. Puck now in the far corner, tries to set it up and take it away there by Joey Velarde, but then kept in by the Black Knights. Sending it all the way down back in the near corner there for Army, keeping the puck in the zone, and now they maintain pressure in the offensive zone. A shot on, deflected and saved by Ferry as both teams will get a change here.
Some traffic in front, trying to deflect that one. Ferry had no problem gobbling it up, but something I'm seeing right now is both of these teams are relying heavily on their blue line to get shots on net with traffic in front, trying to catch both these netminders off guard.
Coach Haas sends out the Kaiser line. Caleb Kaiser, the sole goal for the Black Knights, as that shot deflected wide in the far corner. Testing Seafarth here early as Army tries to hop on his back, getting his first start this weekend. Rather, it's the second start as he played in Denison's game, recorded a shutout in that 8-0 victory.
Faust, unassisted.
That goal by Faust was unassisted as we get the call from the PA booth, and a shot on there by Kneisner just went off the far side of the post, and we'll get a stoppage of play there. With 15:44 remaining in the first period, shots on goal are 5-4 in favor of the Black Knights. Ice Lions inching back and really getting comfortable here to start the first period. Sebastian Kiley loses the face-off there in the offensive zone to Ben Gosher, and the Black Knights look to go the other way here in neutral ice. Sending the puck now on the far side and chasing it hard. There is Kai Holm. Goes a hard hit there on Andrew Fort in the far corner, and he's feeling that one. He's going to have to head off to the bench. Replacing in there is Zach Good as the top unit is changing for the Ice Lions. Black Knights trying to catch them off the bad change. Alec Connolly there gets tossed in the corner. The Black Knights have given him a couple of chirps as they look to regroup defensively. Alec Connolly trying to send a couple hits into the Black Knights defensive zone, and that puck trickles out of play on the far side.
Andrew Ford feeling that one on the bench. Skated off slowly under his own power, but looked like his helmet might have rode up a little bit on him and got him in the face. But looks like he's all right. He's trying to shake that one off, and I'm sure he'll be out there for next shift. These boys are tough.
Interim assistant coach there on the bench. If you can see that, Austin Lambert giving Andrew Ford a little chats. They have a ton of chemistry off the ice. Great buddies. The Ice Lions crew is extremely tight-knit on and off the ice, and that really helps their chemistry when they play their games. Retrieving the puck in the back end for the Black Knights is Anthony Chambers, trying to clear the zone against this Ice Lions offensive group consisting of Egan, Connolly, and Austria Garcia. Alec Connolly delivering a hit in the far corner. As intensity really picks up here, both teams really throwing the body. We didn't see too much of that yesterday's game. We're seeing more of it as both teams are really getting comfortable with each other and exchanging chirps. Ferry controls the puck behind his own net, looking for a defender. It's Zach Good, and hard on there. On the puck there was Kyle Lawrence. Egan lifts the puck out of his zone for safety, and he gets off the ice in exchange for the top line winger for the Ice Lions, Ethan Szymanski. Puck sent all the way around, and the Black Knights are going to change of their own. 14-11 to go here in the first period. Both teams battling at it, 1-1 to score. Hard on the puck there for the ice lines with Ethan Szymanski unable to get the puck turned over, and now MacDonald will control it with Schumann on the back end for the ice lines. Carried into the offensive zone there by Nathaniel Schumann, quickly taken away by the Black Knights, and they're able to clear the zone within a couple of seconds of the captain Schumann entering the zone. Alec Riggle now takes a tumble right in front of the broadcasting booth. Black Knights fans letting them hear that one. Puck is lifted out into the offensive zone for the Black Knights, but then quickly taken away by Riggle. That one's going to be sent the length of the ice for the first icing of the game.
That line was out there for a while, just trying to get something deep. They needed that whistle, and see, it looks like half of a line change happening. The defensive pairing staying out there, but some exhausted ice lines were out there.
Completing that line change, weren't able to complete that full change. Szymanski's line hops back on the ice. A little bit of a jumbled line there with Faust, Brendan Meyer, and Alex Riggle out there for the ice lines. Rather, that's Szymanski, Meyer, and Faust on offense, and MacDonald and Schumann on the back end for the ice lines. Puck now controlled behind the net of John Ferry as Black Knights look to attack from behind the net. Puck now in the far corner, controlled there by Bobby Starring. Now shot on by the Armies, quickly stopped by Ferry and the ice lines, making him hear that one. Puck is finally cleared out of the zone there by Faust, got a good stick on that one. And the Black Knights will pump it all the way down and touch up. Schumann sends the puck all the way around the boards on the far side. Velarde there to retrieve it and quickly taken away there by the defense of the Black Knights. Making a couple of moves in the neutral ice there and taken down as Caleb Kaiser refereed it. Like that one, he has his arm raised, and the first penalty of the game is assessed to Joey Velarde.
Something we talked about a little bit earlier is both of these teams have to stay disciplined, and you know, a stick infraction is not what the ice lines did in a tied 1-1 game. The Black Knights are coming for revenge after yesterday's loss, and you got to stay out of the box and stop putting your team at a disadvantage.
A lot of penalties came towards the second half of the game yesterday for the Ice Lions, which is why the Black Knights were able to score 2 on John Seafarth. Quarterback in this power play yet again, as did yesterday, was Charlie Aronoff. Now on the far side is the Black Knights attack here on the power play. First one of the game for the Black Knights. Aronoff now, big clapper blocked there by Brendan Meyer with the leg. Controlling it on the near side there is Mark Lehman. Had a goal in yesterday's game and a big hit in the near corner by Alec Connolly. That one was on Caleb Kaiser, the lone goal scorer for the Black Knights. Puck's now in the far corner, unable to be controlled there cleanly by Kaiser, and the puck's taken away by Andrew Ford. Great stick there by Brendan Meyer as he's able to clear the zone, and the Black Knights will regroup here with 1 minute and 17 seconds to go on the power play. Ferry controls the puck there for Andrew Ford in the far corner, able to be kept in by the Black Knights. They look to set up yet again on the power play. Aronoff now with the puck in the far corner. He controls it on his backhand, going from right to left against Ferry. Aronoff hits the brakes and drops it back, intending there for Lehman, unable to get the puck with him, and now able to clear is Alec Connolly. 54 seconds remain on the man advantage.
Iceline's doing a great job keeping the puck to the outside, not too many dangerous opportunities in the slot.
Alex Mavris now forechecking for the Ice Lions, playing defense. Matthew Kneisner backing him up on the blue line. Star short-handed forward for the Ice Lions. Sebastian Kiley out there as Kneisner is putting a ton of pressure there on Kaiser. Kaiser on Kneisner action here at Pegula Ice Arena. 11:04 to go in the first period. 24 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Black Knights. Able to clear the zone there. Great stick by Alex Mavris. Captain for the Black Knights, Anthony Chambers, sets up things here, and a great stick by Sebastian Kiley backs up my point, saying he's one of the best short-handed forwards for the Ice Lions. Proved to be that because he had 2 short-handed goals in the game against Denison, teams back at even strength. Joey Velarde back to the bench for the white and blue. Carrying the puck up ice and gaining the offensive zone for the Black Knights there is Kyle Lawrence. As he'll send the puck in front and looking there for a Black Knight unable to find a stick. Sending the puck all the way around the boards there is Brendan Connor, one of the milkmen for the Black Knights. Now Ethan Szymanski will control it behind Ferry. Tangled up there with a couple of Black Knights. The puck is sent out in front there. Now controlling it are the Black Knights. Shot on there. Good block by the stick of Kiley. Ice Lions are able to clear the zone and retrieving, looking to set up is Brendan Connor, sending it all the way down. Lead pass intended there for Henry Miller, unable to control it on his stick.
Ice Lions got that very needed change after that kill. A lot of
Xander Faust in on a breakaway! Oh, just missed it there on the backhand, looking for his second of the game. Sorry to cut you off there, Owen, but that was a great play by Xander Faust to get the stick in there on the Black Knights defense.
It's a ton of bouncing, hopping pucks. You can tell, we talked about it before the game, that there was no ice cut after warm-up, so it's a lot of chippy ice out there, a lot of bouncing pucks, and it's hard to corral the puck in a breakaway like that.
Great analysis there, Owen, as both games here at Community Ice Arena, they haven't polished the ice in between warm-ups and the beginning of the first period. Shot on there, went wide of the goalie Ferry from right to left. 9:15 remaining in the first period. Teams back in even strength after the penalty by Joey Velarde. Puck now in the near corner, as a lot of battles have been there so far in this period in the Ice Lions defensive zone. Now controlling the puck behind the net of Ferry is the captain, Nathaniel Schumann. Ice Lions are able to clear the zone. Now having a touch up is Army. Corralling the puck in the neutral zone is Evan MacDonald as he sends the puck all the way into the far corner. To retrieve it is Austria Garcia. He lays a big hit. Alec Connolly looking to center it there for the Ice Lions, unable to find Egan's stick. Still hard on the puck is Connolly as he makes a couple of moves in the slot. Unable to find one of his teammates forward on the forward line. Alec Connolly now lays a big hit right in front of the Black Knights bench. They're letting him hear that one, and then Egan delivers a hit of his own right in front of the home bench. Egan now hard on the puck as he lays another hit, but then falls on his back. Bodies are flying here at Pegula. Egan will send it all the way down to the Black Knights defensive zone and hop off for a change. Cunningham's going to like that extra effort there by the hitmen forwards. Black Knights not controlling the puck out of their defensive zone as they look to set up and try and regain that lead back. That was quickly taken away by the Ice Lions in the beginning of the first period, courtesy of Xander Faust, one of the star freshman forwards for Penn State. Controlling the puck out of the defensive zone for the Ice Lions as Alex Mavris tries to make a couple of moves, quickly taken away and stuffed by Army.
It's a lot of play for the neutrals in the last 3 minutes or so. It speaks to both the teams' defensive efforts as neither team are able to really enter the offensive zone.
West Point with an icing there. There's going to be a face-off to the left of Monahan. As the Ice Lions have their top group out there consisting of Evan Partridge, centering Joey Velarde on the left and Brendan Meyer on the right. Defensive pair out there for the Ice Lions is Schumann and MacDonald. Face-off lost by the Ice Lions. Now the Army will try and carry the puck out of their defensive zone. Great stick there by Brendan Meyer, but unable to keep the offensive zone are the Ice Lions. 7:18 remaining in the first period. Deadlocked at 1. Shots on goal are 7-6 in favor of Army, and another chance there for Army, but the puck just slid across the crease of Ferry. Very lucky that there was another Black Knight there to poke that open home rebound. Score is still 1-1.
Nate Schumann almost with the costly mistake, turning the puck over right in front of the crease of his netminder, John Ferry. Fortunately for him, the Black Knights could not convert.
Fourth line now out there for the Black Knights. Lawrence, Fergus, and Cadigan. Hard on the puck now for the Ice Lions is Luke Raimundo, taking a couple whacks at the puck, but then taken away there by Magnus Sheridan. Teams are playing very back and forth after two very quick goals here to start the first period. 20s line out there for the Ice Lions. 20, 22, and 23. Now a chance there, shot on, just went wide. Rebound for Raimundo, unable to find it. Loose puck was covered by Monahan.
I think that's the best offensive shift that Penn State, the Ice Lions have really had. Honestly, setting up the most offensive time we've seen in one zone this game. So let's see if they can keep it in this zone and capitalize.
Faceoff's going to be to the right of Monahan. Ice Lions sticking with their 20s line out there. Kylie loses the faceoff. Now able to clear the zone are the Black Knights. Going from right to left as they are in the first period, getting a couple of sticks in there as Kneisner now a chance. Sent across the crease of Ferry. Great stick check there on the far side by Kneisner. Now Kylie had his man on the left, who just couldn't break away from a couple of Black Knights. Aronov lifts the puck out of the defensive zone, pass intended there for Clark Wagner, unable to catch his stick. Retreating back toward the ice lines is Andrew Fort. Good to see him on the ice as he sends the puck the length of the ice. Referee has his hand up, and that's going to be an icing. 5:47 remaining in the first period.
This defensive pairing just trying to get their bearings right now with Tommy Tavener drawing back into the lineup after not playing yesterday. His D partner Andrew Fort just iced that puck. Just trying to find their bearings and getting used to this West Point team.
Fort very used to playing with Tommy Tavener on the defensive side. Wasn't with him this past weekend, but was playing with Christian Short, one of his other good buddies. As Liam Egan will now corral the puck into the offensive zone, the lone forward there for the ice lines as the rest of the group tries to make a change, trying to get his other line mates out there. Garcia tries to lay a hit there right in front of the PA booth. Not having it there was Caleb Kaiser, one of the only goal scorer for the Black Knights. Puck is sent behind the net of Ferry, and controlling it now is Alec Connolly with a Black Knight on him hard. That's Delia. Intercepted there by Aronov. Shot on. Great save there by the blocker of John Ferry. Shots are 7-7 now. Very even game so far here in the community rink at Pegula Ice Arena. Alec Connolly now walking in, shot on. Easy stop with the glove by Monahan. Ice line. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say both goalies looking great here up high. You see on one side John Ferry making that easy blocker save, and on the other side with Liam Monahan making that easy glove save, snatching that one up for a whistle.
Couldn't have said it better myself there. Both goalies able to see the puck very well so far here in this first period, as both goalies did yesterday, especially Monahan, who had a ton of saves in yesterday's first period. Szymanski winning the face-off. Now Schumann's unable to hold the line. Almost a really dangerous opportunity there going the other way was John Sexton, who wasn't in yesterday's lineup. Szymanski now with a dipsy doodle move on the far side, who set up a beautiful goal with his speed yesterday. Shot on by Schumann, just went wide.
Did not miss by much.
Puck now controlled on the near side corner by Barrett Connor, trying to clear the zone defensively for the Black Knights. The puck is now controlled behind the net of Monahan. Trying to clear it there is Delia, the second chance opportunity. There he was able to do so. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first period. MacDonald for Schumann, looking to clear the zone for the ice line. Saucer pass intended for Szymanski. He was unable to control that one. Puck is bouncing a little bit more than usual here. As like we alluded to earlier, the ice surface was not clean before the end of practice going into the first period. Battle for the puck here right in the near side. There's a great pass there by the Black Knights. They're setting up here offensively. Henry Miller taking down a shot on at the top of the key by Magnus Sheridan, just sailed wide right. Schumann unable to clear the zone as the other six on the other side wearing black and gold. Kai Holm was able to keep the puck in, shot on, deflected, and a second chance opportunity to steer away by Ferry. Keeping the puck in there, deflected. Ferry saw that one for just a moment, but was able to steer it to his right. Controlling the puck in the offensive zone are the Black Knights for just a moment, as a tired group for the ice lines is going to look to get a change here. Joey Velarde able to clear it out of the zone. Now he makes a couple of moves around a couple of Black Knights, as that top line now makes the full change for Penn State. Andrew Fort sending the puck the length of the ice across the red line. Is now getting the full change. Matthew Kneisner now comes out in exchange for the tired forward for the ice lines. Meyer makes a couple of moves, and now Tommy Tavener passes it to Brendan Meyer. Partridge now with an opportunity here on the near side. A bunch of black jerseys swarming him. Meyer will send it all the way around, looking for Kneisner, unable to find his stick, but he lays a big body behind the net of Monahan. Keeping the puck in there. On the far side is Partridge, surveying some options, trying to avoid a couple of black jerseys. Great stick check there by Kneisner. Ford at the top of the key. Tavener with a ripper. Shot on. Monahan didn't know where the puck was there for a second as it scored it out to Ford on the far side. Now a 2-on-1 developing for the Black Knights. Part of the puck shot on right in the chest of Ferry. Didn't have to move much there. Great save by Ferry.
Like you said, John Ferry not having to move a whole lot. That one hitting him right in the chest, the Nittany Lion logo. Able to gobble that one up quite easily and wasted 2-on-1 opportunity there for the Black Knights.
Full change now for Army as they send out their Aronov, Kaiser, and Wagner line, which has been producing a ton of offense so far, as Kaiser has the lone goal for the Black Knights. Puck now on the far side, controlled there by Clark Wagner. Now an opportunity for Aronov's shot on. Another easy stop by Ferry. 2:05 to go in the first period.
Ferry's doing a good job tracking the puck and staying square to the puck. There again, he has no problem gobbling up that save.
20's line now out there for the Ice Lions. Raimundo, Kneisner, and Kiley. Shot on there. Another easy stop there by Ferry as that puck went from right to left. Kneisner now on the far side trying to battle the puck out of the defensive zone for Penn State. Now an opportunity for the Black Knights with under 2 minutes to go in the first period. Both teams looking to control some momentum going into the second period. Now a cross-ice pass taken away by Raimundo, and he looks to go the other way with numbers. Raimundo trying to make a move around a Black Knight, unable to do so. Now an opportunity for the Ice Lions was quickly taken away. Now a 2-on-0 developing here for the Black Knights. Walking in on Ferry is Aronov's shot on. Another stop there, but the puck was Strickland behind him. Puck is still loose. Now Kaiser controls it for the Black Knights. Circling with a ton of room, he rips her, and a shot saved by Ferry. Rebound, another fantastic second chance. Stop by John Ferry.
John Ferry looking very sharp. Luckily, his defenseman saw that puck trickling behind him, as I believe it was sitting on the goal line, and able to clear that one out. But the second effort by the Black Knights, another great opportunity, and John Ferry pounces on that one and draws the whistle.
Caleb Kaiser looked like he saw a lot of open netting there as he took a big slap shot right at the top of the slot. Ferry with an extra effort saved with his blocker, and he was able to get that second chance opportunity stuffed on the right side of the net. 1 minute and 6 seconds to go in the first period. Shots are 12-8 in favor of the Black Knights. That puck twirls out of the zone into neutral ice as the Black Knights will look to retrieve defensively. Controlling the puck out of the defensive zone is Anthony Chambers, the captain for Army. As like I said, both teams looking for some sort of momentum. That was a big chance a minute ago by the Black Knights to try and go up 2-1 and regain possession of the lead. Alec Riggle looking on and supporting his teammates with his Ice Lions jersey towards the left side on the bench. Alec Riggle seemed to be injured as all of his equipment is off. We get an opportunity to try and talk to him after the first intermission to see and give an update for you on that one. Liam Egan wrestled up with Delia entering the offensive zone, and now with 32 seconds, we're going to stoppage of play. Face-off will be right in front of the broadcasting booth to our left.
A little bit too excited for West Point, jumping off sides there. Puck's going to come out to the neutral zone. Right in front of us to the right of John Ferry.
Great aggressive play there by Liam Egan as he was able to fend off James Delia and avoid the Black Knights to enter the offensive zone. Sailing the puck across the ice is Brendan Meyer as 22 seconds show on the clock. Hard on it there is Joey Velarde. A ton of pressure coming from Velarde behind the net of Monahan. 13 seconds now on the clock. Trying to clear it on the Black Knights, and they're finally able to do so. MacDonald controlling it now. Sending a backwards pass. One last chance for the Ice Lions. Entering the offensive zone. Brendan Meyer with a shot blocker save there by Monahan. 2-1, and the clock strikes 0. A couple of extracurriculars in the far corner.
A little bit of a scuffle going on.
As we are going to send you ringside, get a first opportunity to see us tonight. And hello, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Ethan Zaretsky. Like I was saying, joined alongside me is my color commentator for tonight, Owen Gelber. Owen, a fantastic first period, a ton of action, a completely different script than we saw in the first game. It was 0-0 yesterday, and now 1-1 going into the first intermission.
We talked about it coming into this game, that both teams are going to have to stay very disciplined. And very early on for the Penn State Ice Lions, drawing a penalty for tripping. And a stick infraction is not one of those penalties that you really want to take in a tied game. And you saw Army takes advantage, scores, goes one up, and Penn State bounces back very quickly, ties the game. But since the first 5 minutes, just a lot of back and forth action, not a ton of great opportunities except for that one Black Knights opportunity we saw to our left where the puck was kind of sitting on the goal line. But otherwise, just a lot of back and forth opportunities.
Shots are 12 tonight. Shots are 12-9 in favor of the Black Knights tonight. At the end of the first period, scores 1-1. We will see you for the second period very shortly. Hello everybody and welcome back to Penn State Ice Lions hockey. We're getting ready to start the second period of play. My name is Zaretsky and joining alongside me is my great color commentator, Owen Gelber. Owen, we saw a very exciting first period. If you had missed it, here comes the recap. Shots are 13-8 in favor of the Black Knights. Score is 1-1, courtesy of goals by Caleb Kaiser for the Black Knights, and on the Ice Lions, Xander Faust getting a goal to tie the things up at 1 as we get ready to start the second period. Owen, what is the most important thing that you're going to be looking for in this second?
Honestly, Ethan, I think the best thing that both of these teams are going to have to do is keep traffic out, away from their goaltenders. We saw it a lot that first period with shots coming from the point and kind of trickling right by the post on either side because the netminders were kind of blocked. So they got to clear out the crease and just help out their goaltenders' vision.
As we send you back to the ice, puck drop for the second period, just a couple of seconds in. My apologies, the shots on goal total was 13-9, not 13-8 at the end of the first period, as the Ice Lions will start out there with their 20s line. And the Black Knights coming out, starting with their line consisting of Wagner, Kaiser, and Aronov, which was a little bit of a combination of what their starting line was yesterday, but technically being their second line, as the Black Knights here attacking early in the defensive zone of the Ice Lions. Wanted to apologize for the name correction. It is Josh Ferry in net for the Ice Lions, not John Ferry. Getting my Johns and Joshes mixed up with the two starting goalies of the Ice Lions. Taken away there by Matthew Kneisner as the Ice Lions are able to clear the zone defensively, with a 2-on-1 developing for Black Knights. Great shot there by Kaiser, and an even better save by the shoulder of Ferry. Long shift now for the Ice Lions. They're able to clear the zone, and they're going to get a change offensively. Able to get Kylie and Kneisner off, and Raymundo still stuck out there, tired legs for the Ice Lions. Opportunity there for the Black Knights, quickly deflected away there by Evan Partridge. The center getting a little bit defensively there, as Schumann will now control it for Penn State. Rolling behind Ferry, able to clear the zone. Now looking to have numbers. Were the Ice Lions just for a moment there, trying to complete their full change as they look to set up and regain possession of the puck defensively.
Nate Schumann taking a big hit in his own end. A little bit of a yard sale as his glove and stick went flying, and he skated to the bench holding that left arm of his. We're going to keep up to date with him and see what's going on as he's in the bench in some pain.
I tried to speak during the intermission with Alec Riggle, wasn't able to find him, and I was able to see John Seafarth, the starting goalie in yesterday's game in this series. He says he wasn't sure what happened to Riggle, but we'll try and get an update to you as soon as we can. Don't see him currently on the bench. The Black Knights with an opportunity. That puck was floating right in front of the slot. Another second chance opportunity. Black Knights thought that one was in, but the puck wasn't stuffed in. Referees signaling no goal, pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Not quite sure where that puck winded up, but looked like it was under Ferry's backside, and he kind of sprawled out like a starfish to cover that one up. And it seems like we have no goal on the ice.
Black Knights are extremely eager to try and get the advantage here against the Ice Lions. They had the lead very early in the first period, courtesy of, as I said, Caleb Kaiser, but Xander Faust the other way, a few shifts after that first goal of the game, was able to tie it, and it's been deadlocked ever since. Liam Egan throwing the body up against the Black Knight defender, able to catch that puck, negating the icing. Making a couple of moves in the far corners. He tries to set up Alec Connolly in the slot. That puck was tipped off of Monahan's left pad, and he covers it.
Liam Egan showing off his speed, negating that icing like you hinted at, and throwing that one in front of the net, looking for a tap-in, but catches Liam Monahan off guard, almost squeezes in himself.
Connolly now on the face-off in the far corner as the Ice Lions lose the face-off, and the Black Knights look to go the other way. 3-on-2 developing for the Black Knights as they have their third line out there. Shot on, save there by Ferry. Gosher, Miller, and Holm out there for the Black Knights. Defensively out there is Samatras and Fremgen. Puck loose out in the slot and able to be taken away by the Ice Lions. Now they'll look to go the other way. With speed on the far side is Alec Connolly. He carries the puck on a forehand, steered away by the stick of Monahan. Without a stick, kicks the puck on the near boards. To retrieve it there on the far corner is Alec Connolly with two Black Knights on him. Unable to maintain possession of the puck as Holm will flip it out. Great keep there by Taverner. Alec Riggle back on the ice. Happy to see him. After the first period, suffered a little bit of a hit. Happy to see him on the ice. Ice Lions now have 12 forwards on their bench. mistake there by Zach Good as he just tried to float one on the net, just steered wide of the net of Ferry. Puck taken out of the defensive zone by the Black Knights for just a moment. Now going the other way is Xander Faust and company. Faust with Szymanski and Riggle now, as Szymanski will control the puck on the near side. Shifting it up for Good. Good back to Szymanski on the near side. Looking like a power play here for the Ice Lions. Puck on the far side, shot on by Mavris. Just went wide. Zach Good now keeps the puck in for just a moment for the Ice Lions, but the Black Knights were able to clear the zone. Riggle going off the ice. Replacing him there on the far side is Raymundo. Ice Lions looking a little bit more sharp here coming out in the second period. Xander Faust unable to tip that puck past Szymanski. Now a 2-on-1 almost developing for the Black Knights. Great stick there by Alex Mavris. Long shift now for the Ice Lions. Zach Good now controlling the puck, trying to gain the red line. 15:36 remaining in this second period. Shots are 17-11 in favor of the Black Knights as we'll get a stoppage of play. Covering the puck there is Josh Ferry.
Some tired skaters on both sides. Ferry elects to cover that one up so his Ice Lions can get a change, but you talked about it just a moment ago, these Ice Lions with some fresh energy in the second period, looking a lot more sharp this frame.
Absolutely, Owen. The Black Knights are going to send out their Kaiser, Wagner, and Aronov line. Been really good for them thus far. Chambers with a shot saved by Ferry with the pad. Puck deflected out of the zone. Great hand-eye coordination here by the 20s line as Kylie gains the zone for the Ice Lions. Backhand pass intended for Kasner in front. He sends one in front, looking for Kylie for the back and forth. Unable to do so, and now a shot on by Kylie. Rebounds there. Ice Lions poking at it. And now the Black Knights are able to clear. Puck now on the far side, Aronov. Tip pass intended for Kaiser, just a little bit too far for him. And intercepting is Schumann. Going the other way, sending the puck across the ice, looking for Kaiser, unable to find him. Back and forth play here in the second period. 2-on-1 developing for the Black Knights, go the other way. Fending off Raymundo on the far side, trying to center the pass, and is saved by Ferry. On the shot by Kaiser, looking for his second of the night. Puck is sent the length of the ice. Referee has his hand raised and will get a whistle for an ice hit.
That last shift was a lot more similar to what we saw last frame with the back and forth action, as now we have a lot of shots on goal towards both goaltenders, and not just the Ice Lions who are out here now. The Black Knights are fighting back.
You see both teams attempting a lot more shots on goal compared to the first period, where it was more of a feeling out process, very physical in the first period, and now a lot of open ice developing here in the second half of this game. As we approach 14:36 to go in the second period. Delia loses the faceoff to the Ice Lions. The 20s line still out there for the Ice Lions as Sebastian Kiley battles for the puck in the far corner, trying to clear the defensive zone. Puck controlled by Delia. He sends one on the backhand in the front, unable to find another black jersey. Controlling the puck defensively, trying to catch the Ice Lions off a change. Unable to do so as that puck was a little bit too far there for Delia. A little jump there for Velarde as he was unable to catch that puck off his hand. Team's playing ping pong here at Pegula. Delia now hard hit there on behind the net of Ferry. Retrieving the puck is Evan MacDonald, and referee whistles it down. We'll see what the call is here, as there's a couple of bodies behind the net of Ferry.
Not quite sure who that was for the Black Knights. I know that was number 14 for the Ice Lions, Evan MacDonald. And a Black Knight, I'm trying to figure out what number. Being assisted off the ice right now by two of his teammates and not really putting too much pressure on his right skate. It's definitely a bit shaken up. It looks like number 70.
James Delia, that is, hopping off the ice with assistance from his two teammates, John Sexton and Clark Wagner. Able to get Delia some medical attention as we have a ton of staff here on the far side here at Community Ice Center, the Community Ice at Pegula Ice Arena. Coach Cunningham having a discussion with the referee.
He looks pretty upset he's confused as to why that faceoff's not going to the right of goaltender Josh Ferry. Comes out to the neutral zone.
Not able to get what he wanted there was Cunningham as he was just trying to discuss what the referees had seen. A big hit behind the net of Ferry, and the Black Knights are letting the Ice Lions hear that one. Now a chance there for the Black Knights, shot on. Easily swallowed up by Ferry with the chest. more pushing and shoving after the whistle as both teams are getting a little bit more aggressive as tension builds here at Pegula. These two teams prove to not really like each other that much. There's a lot of aggression, a lot of words being exchanged here, visibly noticeable from the broadcasting booth.
Mark Lehman, the forward for the Black Knights, the big boy, standing 6'2", 220 pounds, throwing his body around there, trying to get back and revenge on his teammate who just went off the ice. That was James Delia. He felt was a dirty hit. He's making it known tonight. He's making his presence known.
Referees from the Black Knights bench now having a bit of discussion with the referees and linesmen. Everyone trying to get on the same page here. The clock strikes 13:30 to go in the second period. Now a turnover. A chance there for the forward Henry Miller for the Black Knights, unable to get a shot off, just whiffed on the puck. Going the other way is Alec Riggle, maintaining possession in the offensive zone as he chips it past the Black Knight defender, trying to center it for Szymanski. Unable to find his stick. Henry Miller now controlling the 1-on-3 as he sends the puck all the way down, steered with the stick in the far corner for Mavris. Ice lines clear the defensive zone. Alec Riggle with a shot all the way down the ice, negating the icing is Szymanski. Szymanski and Faust with some freshman chemistry developing, shot on by Short by the blue line, able to see it. Riggle with another opportunity. Rebound just went wide. Szymanski out of the top by Mavris, slap shot, got blocked by Riggle in the slot. He is really hurting after that one. Going to skate off the bench for an extra man. That is Austria Garcia. Dropping the pass now, an opportunity for the Black Knights. Shot on, saved by Ferry. Austria Garcia going the other way, slap pass for Egan, intended for him, unable to catch his stick. Egan now controlling it with Austria Garcia in the near side. But the puck is finally being able to clear by the Black Knights. Egan now shipping it back, looking for his line mate Alec Connolly, unable to find him. Team skating back and forth here, approaching the halfway mark of this game. Shots are 23-13 in favor of the Black Knights. Score still deadlocked at 1. This next goal proven to be very important in this game. Austria Garcia is unable to block that puck as it was chipped past him on the far side, right in front of the Black Knights bench. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Tommy Tavener is unable to get it out. Now a turnover, shot on there. Unable to find the net of Ferry. Just went wide. Austria Garcia is able to get it to Egan, and now the ice lines are able to clear their defensive zone. Tired group out there for the white jerseys. Tavener avoids the hit right in front of the ice lines bench. Slamming his stick on the boards there is Alex Mavris. Controlling the puck in center ice is Alec Connolly for Penn State. And Nuno with a couple chops at the puck, and now the Black Knights will try and form something here offensively. Teams really going back and forth, intercepting passes and exchanging different passes to each other's teams as Schumann will lift the puck, and now a lead pass for Alec Connolly. Grabbed it with his hands. Connolly, backhand save there by Monahan. A great opportunity as Schumann, a wonderful heads-up play to find Alec Connolly's hand, cherry pick it a little bit, but a great stop by Monahan with the right pad.
Schumann finding Connolly with a near Hail Mary pass and catching both of the West Point defenders off guard. He was in all alone. Unfortunately, the puck topped over his stick and couldn't get a clean backhand on it.
Kind of reminded me of Drew Aller going, throwing and chucking it up to Keandre Lambert-Smith in football references, but they will have a face-off to the left of Ferry as the Black Knights will get a tired group off and get a full 5 change. And like you were just saying a few minutes ago, a big boy in Mark Lehman. Me and Matthew Cabral, the color commentator in yesterday's game, looked up how tall he was. 6'5" on skates. Has 6'5", but on skates, he's got to be at least 6'7". That is a one tall gentleman for the Black Knights.
I see him skating around. He looks like a man amongst boys. He reminds me of Dustin Bufflin a little bit, or Zdeno Chara.
He was actually the first Black Knight that I actually saw coming into the Pegula Ice Arena in yesterday's game. And right after that, I got the notion that this is going to be a very physical series. Szymanski hard on the puck in the far corner, creating a turnover for the ice lines, approaching the halfway point of this game. Riggle takes a tumble on the blue line, unable to keep that puck in, as lifting it the other way is James Delia. Zach Good will just throw the puck out of the defensive zone into the netting. That would have been a penalty if we were on NHL terms, but this one will just be a face-off inside the defensive zone of the ice line. Another full change for Army as they'll send out their third line consisting of Gosher, Holm, and Miller. Miller playing on the left and Holm playing on the right. Black Knights lose the face-off, but are able to control the puck just for a moment. And now the speedy Szymanski comes down the left side, looking for Faust in the middle, Fast rather in the middle. His stick wasn't even on the ice. Riggle now with a chance, steered away there by Monahan. Great save by Monahan, deflecting that puck, steering it with his stick to the right side. Alec Riggle now controlling the puck at the top. His slap shot went wide to the left of Monahan. Black Knights clear the zone, and Riggle playing a little bit of defense as we're not used to seeing him do that. Backing up his defender as Ice Lions are going for a change.
Two good shots by Riggle trying to catch Monahan on the lower side as they tested him a lot in his blocker and glove in the first period and were unsuccessful, so they're trying to beat him low in this period.
Turnover by the Ice Lions top group as Meyer has it on the far side, looking to generate some offense. A shot by him was deflected easily by the defenseman captain, Anthony Chambers, the Greenwood Village, Colorado native. Very, very far away from here, but you know, you see on the Army side that their roster, they have a ton of different players from a lot of different states across the United States. I mean, Alaska, Minnesota, Illinois, Colorado, Ohio, New Jersey. The list goes on and on. St. Louis, Missouri, as we see the father of Wyatt Simatras in the crowd taking some images of the Black Knights team. Always love to see the support there from families far away, especially almost halfway across the country. 9:05 remaining in the second period. Shout out to Canada as we get a shot now trying to throw it in front. Evan Partridge unable to find his stick. Puck's now in the near side. Charlie Aronov looking to develop some things with Kaiser, trying to make a move around Taverner. He wasn't having any of that. Now with it on the far side as the Black Knights gain possession in the offensive zone. Trying to throw it in front. Unable to find Aronov, and sliding into the net is Andrew Fort. Referee blows this dead as the net's off its bearings.
Looks like Andrew Fort looking for a call, as I believe he was cross-checking the back. I'm not sure by who on the Black Knights. I believe it was number 4 for the Black Knights, who's Charlie Aronov, but no penalty was given, and the net comes off his moorings. Face-off will stay to the right of Josh Ferry.
Coach Haas sticking with the same line, Kaiser, Wagner, and Aronov. Kaiser wins the face-off. Now an opportunity there for Wagner, unable to get a shot on net of Ferry, trying to test him as the shots on goal total has really started to slow down here in the second half of the second period. Puck's now on the near side as it's been for most of the night on that defensive side for the Black Knights. Ian Egan chips the puck into the far corner, and retrieving it for the Black Knights is Simatras, who I just mentioned just a moment ago. Schumann gets the puck taken from him as Aronov and him have a couple of shoves here right in front of the broadcasting booth. Controlling the puck now for the Black Knights, chipping it to Kaiser on the far side and receiving a big hit there by Schumann, but he still controls the puck, trying to stuff it in. They're poking on the near side was Kaiser, and now going the other way are the Ice Lions. Austria Garcia gaining possession of the offensive zone. Tries to get it there for Egan, a couple of bodies converging here on the near side, but the Black Knights have possession of it. Great stick there in the middle of the ice by Alec Connolly. Going the other way and gaining the blue line is Connolly, walking in, trying to get a shot there, but that puck hitting the net. And we'll have a face-off to the left of Monahan.
Great individual effort by Connolly, intercepting that pass in the neutral zone, skating it in, trying to rip one from the slot, but didn't catch it cleanly, rolled up the stick of the Army defender and out of play for a face-off in the offensive zone.
Black Knights doing a great job, as we saw yesterday, getting sticks in lanes and able to block a ton of shots for the Ice Lions. Only 15 in the game for Penn State. Shot on there. Great blocker save by Monahan. A grade A chance right in front for Sebastian Kiley, who was looking for his third, or rather fourth, of the weekend. He recorded a hat trick in the 8-0 victory against Denison on Friday, courtesy of the shutout by the goalie Josh Ferry. Puck now on the near side. Controlling it defensively and looking to get out of the zone are the Black Knights. That pass just a little bit too far for Henry Miller. Rather, that was James Delia, and we'll have an icing with just under 7 minutes to play here in the second period.
Penn State slowly chipping away at that shot differential. We saw 1 point, Army leading the shots category by 11 shots, but Penn State now down to a 7-shot on goal differential, 17-24 in favor of the Army Black Knights.
Kiley loses the face-off to Delia. Now possessing it defensively are the Black Knights. Getting the puck out of that defensive zone off the icing, as it was a great face-off win by Lehman. Lehman playing first line center for the Black Knights. We saw him on the first line right wing yesterday, but now coach really trusting him more in the center position as he was able to win that big face-off, blocking the ice lines, trying to get anything going with their 20s line out there. Big hit on the near side. A great hit there by Matthew Kneisner. And now some extracurriculars happen after that play. Kneisner is going to be sent to the penalty box. Not sure what the call is. Sticks and fists are flying here right in front of the broadcasting booth to the left. Referees are going to be escorting Kneisner to the penalty box. Not sure who else is going to be going to the box, if there is anybody. Shaken up after the play right in front to the left as there's a Black Knights player down. We are going to step aside here for just a few moments. Referees and players figuring things out. We will have whatever is going to be called on the play in just a few moments. Welcome back to Pegula Ice Arena, and we will have the penalties. Matthew Kneisner got sent off the ice, a 5-minute misconduct, as Liam Egan will sit the box and serve that penalty. Owen, what did you see on that play?
I mean, honestly, it looked like a clean hit from our vantage point, not to mention the fact he might have had just one too many steps for the referee's liking. And obviously when Michael Fremgen, the player from Army, gets hurt, it kind of changes things up a little bit from the referee's vantage point. And looks like he was given 5 in a game misconduct. And that's really what I saw.
Yeah, so not on the bench for the Ice Lions there is Matthew Kneisner, who delivered a massive hit on Fremgen. He is not on the bench for the Black Knights either, as he's getting some assistance on the far side. 5-minute power play for the Black Knights. Shot on there by Aronov, just missed the net. Aronov not quarterbacking this power play just for a minute. Has a shot on there, big block by Alec Connolly, and he'll look to go the other way, shorthanded. Alec Connolly trying to fend off that Black Knights defender and taking a massive hit. And now there's going to be a penalty on Army. They'll touch up, and now an interference penalty. Alec Connolly needs to be careful here for retaliation. Got to be careful here. Big hit delivered by Mark Lehman. He's going to take a seat.
This game is getting chippy, and as you said, Connolly wants to be smart here. His team with a 5-minute penalty kill, and now with Mark Lehman heading to the box, that cuts off about half of that power play. So he definitely wants only that guy to head to the box and not anybody from the ice line side. And this game getting chippy, definitely a new life to this game. We saw Army just a moment ago get in their team huddle, and there's a lot of energy in the ice right now. It's back and forth, a lot of hard hits, and with 2 guys from Army now gone due to dangerous hits, I wouldn't be shocked to see this carry through the entire game.
It's going to be 4-on-4 for both teams as the interference penalty is assessed to Mark Lehman. This is very similar to what we saw in yesterday's game, although the score didn't reflect it. A ton of penalties as both teams getting very chippy. You didn't see a lot of penalties in the first period, but now becoming more prevalent as we saw a 5-minute major and now a retaliation penalty, it seems, from Mark Lehman as he gets called for interference. Like I said, both teams skating on Fort side. Meyer, Connolly, Fort, and Taverner for the Ice Lions, setting up for the offensive zone draw. Going up against the center for the Black Knights, that is Caleb Kaiser, with the only goal for the Black Knights. Xander Faust, the goal for the Ice Lions. Scores 1-1 with 5:30 to go here in the second period. Now shot on opportunity. Rebound controlled there by Kaiser. Kaiser down to the far side, intended for Simatris, and he'll control the puck on the blue line. Now an opportunity for the Black Knights, shot on. Saved by the right pad of Ferry. Taverner will send it all the way around the boards, intending for Fort. He'll control it on his backhand and send it all the way down. Referee has his hand up. That's going to be an icing as there's 4 players on each side. Minute and 26 remaining on the Lehman interference penalty.
Yeah, there's a lot of open ice right now, and with 4-on-4, 1 guy down on each side. And going back to that interference call by Lehman, I don't think the referee had any problem with the hit. It's just with a man of his size, we talked about before, at standing almost 6'7" on skates, that throwing motion of throwing the player down, with someone like his size is dangerous, and that's really what costed him.
Lehman and Connolly were converging going into the far corner, and Lehman had the outside positioning as he was able to deliver that big body hit on Connolly. But 2 for interference as a minute and 8 seconds remain on that penalty. And that's how much time we'll have left. 4-on-4. Now Meyer going the other way. Punches that puck away. Meyer with a shot. He had some open net, but a great shoulder save by Monahan. Alec Connolly gets off, and now Meyer will join him as Riggle is on offense on the 4-on-4 for the Ice Lions for the next 50 seconds. Riggle and Szymanski, Schubert and Taverner out there for the Ice Lions. Chambers out there with Brendan Connor. Breakout pass there for Riggle. Tries to make a move around a couple of Black Knights, and keeping the puck in the zone is Taverner. Gipsy doing a move around Miller, and a great pass was deflected away by the Black Knights, and they'll go the other way. Miller trying to fend off Szymanski. Got to be careful there. If you're Szymanski, because Miller definitely had the size advantage there. Could have been very dangerous right in front of the Ice Lions bench.
Taverner with a nice backhand toe drag move to get around the defender, but I'm not sure he realized that he had a lot more space, and he went for the pass cross crease, but he had a lot more room to skate into goaltender Liam Monahan.
4 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Puck is whistled down for a hand pass. We're going to have a face-off right in center ice as 3 seconds remain on the Lehman interference penalty. Egan's sitting pretty, serving that 5-minute major penalty, which was assessed to Matthew Kneisner just a few minutes ago in the second period, delivering a hit on the forward for the Black Knights. That was Barrett Connor. Or rather, that was Fremgen who took the big hit from Kneisner. Still not on the bench for the Black Knights. Taking it in the zone is Aronov for Army. Controlling the puck now on the man advantage for the next 2 minutes. Power play for Army as they look to regain possession offensively on the power play. Lehman with a shot just went above the net of Ferry. Puck now controlled behind the net there by Sheridan. The 2 Ice Lions on him hard. Mavris unable to get the puck away from Aronov. Great tie up in the front there by Evan Partridge. Ice Lions are able to clear the zone. 1 minute and 30 remaining on the 5-minute major. Assessed to Kneisner, and serving it is Liam Egan. That shot just went wide there by Brendan Connor. Black Knights not able to control the puck very well on this 5-minute power play. Going the other way is Lehman. Possessing the puck offensively. Aronov, drop pass, chance now. Another opportunity for Kaiser to try and get his second of the night. That puck just streaked across the crease. Connolly now going the other way with some speed, trying to split the defense. Throws the puck on net, just went wide. Going right to left of Monahan. Connolly now has the opportunity, trying to get it to Schumann. Schumann with a wide open chance. Another great save by Monahan, shorthanded. 45 seconds remaining on the 5-minute major. Now possessing the puck for the Black Knights is Kaiser, who has the goal for the Black Knights. Maintaining possession of the puck now is John Sexton, who didn't play in yesterday's game, and a penalty going to be going against the Ice Lions, and this is not what you want to see if you're Coach Cunningham.
That was assistant captain for the Ice Lions, number 6, Nate Schumann, who looks like he's heading off.
Oh,
excuse me.
Alec Connolly heading to the bench. As the penalty was holding.
Looked like he spun around the attack of the Army Black Knights and got that arm right under the armpit area of the Black Knight attacker and called for a hold.
Face-off's going to be to the right of Ferry. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 here. Big opportunity for the Black Knights. They had a 5-on-3 advantage yesterday and were able to convert on the final seconds of that one. But now another chance with 30 seconds remaining on that major penalty. They'll have one more rush here in the dying seconds of the 5-on-3 and try and get something going here before the end of the second period. 1:40 remaining in this middle frame. Dragging the puck in, now setting up on the 5-on-3 are the Black Knights. Now with the puck at the top of the key is Simatras. Simatras on the far side, great shot there. And the referee blows a whistle. Net is knocked off its original place. Minute 28 remaining in the second period.
Ben Gosher for the Black Knights playing that bumper position, similar to what I played back in high school. Kind of just standing in front of the net, trying to cause havoc, play that bumper position, get passes to the point, deflect pucks on the way to the net, and just block the eyes. Goaltender Josh Ferry.
Mavris, Good, and Meyer, the three Ice Lions out there for Penn State, trying to fend off the rest of this 5-on-3 for the remaining 6 seconds of what it is. Lehman, Kaiser, and Aronov offensively, out there offensively for the Black Knights, and on defense is Simatras and Chambers. Losing the faceoff are the Black Knights, but they're able to possess the puck right off the dot. Now with the puck, 5-on-4 now for the Black Knights. Now with the puck, shot on, saved there by Ferry with the blocker. Controlling the puck, sending it all the way behind the net of Ferry. There was Chambers on the far side. Now a battle for the puck as Mavris is there with Kaiser. Also in there is Charlie Aronov. Assisting is Lehman. 5-on-4. Now on the ice is Kaiser. Trying to maintain the puck there. 1:05 remaining on the power play. Shot on by Chambers. Puck was in front, and the referee has his hand raised, and there's going to be another penalty on the Ice Lions. A cross-checking call on Zach Good will set up a minute 5-on-3 advantage. With 54 seconds remaining in the second period. Another penalty for the Ice Lions. Not exactly what they wanted. Trying to transfer at least some momentum going into the third period.
Well, we've talked about it a lot during the first frame, that the Ice Lions really have to stay disciplined, both of these teams do, as they're so evenly matched that they want to stay 5-on-5, and any sort of disadvantage you give, the other team's going to pounce on them. So it's a shame to really see the Ice Lions. I believe this is their 4th visit to the box in this one period, so they're going to have to smarten up a little bit, and I wouldn't be shocked if their head coach really caught a timeout here and went over what's going on.
Alex Mavris in the penalty box instead of Zach Good. Not even sure if Good was on the ice there for the Ice Lions, but Mavris in the penalty box, joined alongside the original Ice Lions penalty pursuer, which is Alec Connolly. Timeout taken by Army, and this is a really big part of the game now, as the Black Knights are trying to take the lead back. They had for a short moment in the first period. They're now trying to get a lot of momentum going here, heading into the second intermission. As there's 54 and 2/10 seconds remaining on the clock. Schumann having a discussion with a linesman and a referee. as Army is wrapping up their timeout time. Four forwards on the ice for the ice lines for just a moment. Evan MacDonald heading back to the bench for Penn State, as the ice lines will have Schumann playing right wing off the faceoff. Riggle at the dot on the left side. Andrew Ford. Big opportunity here for the Black Knights to try and regain the lead here towards the end of the second period. With the puck, trying to maintain it now. Quarterback in this power play is Aronov. Now down low, trying to set up. Great save by Ferry, and the third chance opportunity was stuffed, and now referee blows the whistle dead as the net is knocked off its moorings yet again. What a great save by Ferry.
Ferry's really been the story of this period, keeping his team in the game. Army now leads the shot category with 33 shots opposed to Penn State's 18. And with, I believe this is now the fifth power play for Army. There's been a lot of shots on goal for these Black Knights, and Ferry's kept them in the game.
Aronov out top with Simatris. Simatris now creeping in, looking for an opportunity. There was a man on the far side looking for Wagner. Aronov back for Wagner. Wagner looking in front, unable to catch the stick. Now puck is loose in front, unable to find it under the Black Knights. Aronov now with a shot there, blocked in front by Schumann. 17 seconds remaining here in the second period. Aronov now at the top with the puck, can't control it in the stick. Now he has it. Aronov. Wagner right in front, great stick there by Alec Riggle. Couple seconds left, another opportunity, 5 seconds, now 4. Now with the puck in the far corners, Kaiser, another shot just went wide of Ferry. And the Ice Lions are able to fend off the Black Knights towards the end of that second period. Great defense by Penn State.
Great defense to close out that period, and we have to see if Penn State's going to build on this now, this momentum. They have about a minute left with Kniser's first original 5-minute major, and as soon as this game gets back to 5-on-5, Penn State's going to have to utilize this momentum from this kill, operating at a perfect 100% rate today, and really bounce back and fight these Black Knights.
As we take you back ringside, Ethan Zaretsky joined alongside me is Owen Gelber. Now at the end of the second period, no goals here to show in the second period, but a lot of physical play, a lot of penalties. 7 seconds remain on the 5-on-3 for the Black Knights as we head into the third period. You do not want to miss it. We'll be back shortly. Hello everybody and welcome back to Pegula Ice Arena for a match between the Penn State Ice Lions and Army Black Knights. My name is Zaretsky, joined alongside me is my fellow commentator, Owen Gelber, and we are set for a phenomenal third period, a 1-1 deadlock here. 2 goals in the very first couple of minutes in the first period, but we haven't seen any activity on that end so far in the second and now entering the third. With a lot of physicality, and we saw a ton of penalties in the second period. What's going to be the key for both teams heading here into the third period, Owen?
The key to this game, or ending this game and getting out of this deadlock, is going to be staying disciplined. It's going to theme the entire game. Penn State not able to do that during that second frame. Just about a minute left on this 5-minute major that was handed out to Kaiser. And they're just going to have to be smart, stay out of the box, and play 5-on-5 because that's where they show their potential.
As the end of center ice, 5-on-3 for the next 7 seconds. As the Kaiser major is going to end, leaving the penalty box now is Alec Connolly. That Kaiser major rather has another minute on it. Or actually, that 5-minute major was negated a while ago. Now an opportunity for the Black Knights. Puck still loose. Referee hasn't blown the whistle, and now the puck is covered by Josh Ferry. A little bit of a hectic first 20 seconds of the third period. 46 seconds remaining on the Alex Mavris penalty. Iceland took a ton of penalties there towards the end of the second period, so just trying to figure out, which penalties were assessed where. Kaiser, I believe, is not on the bench for the Icelines as he had a major misconduct. Now Aronov controlling the puck for the remaining 40 seconds of this power play for the Black Knights, trying to regain possession of the lead. Now puck is stopped by Ferry easily in the blue paint. So Owen, like you said, staying out of the penalty box is going to be a big key for the Ice Lions. But what's really going to be that turning point, other than a goal? Like, what are the Ice Lions going to need to do to try and flip the script? Because as of right now, the Black Knights have a ton of momentum.
Just capitalizing on those grade A chances. We saw twice today in this game that Penn State was in on 1-on-0s with the goaltender, and the pucks just happened to hop over their stick. And yes, it's unavoidable to have chippy ice like this, but they're really going to have to capitalize on those grade A chances. Really get bodies in front of the net and play simple hockey. Crisp passes, get pucks on net. They haven't really broken the 20 shot on goal mark yet when we see the Black Knights with 33. So just keep getting pucks on net and play simple, smart hockey.
Riggle and Connolly now out there, the forward shorthanded group there for the Ice Lions. The remaining 4 seconds of this power play for the Black Knights. Now teams back at even strength is leading the boxes. Alex Mavris going on for him is Xander Faust to complete the top line change. Ice Lions fans letting them hear it. A great couple of penalty kills so far in the second half of the game for the Ice Lions. And now a chance now on the far side for Kaiser. Setting it back to the top for Aronov. Black Knights only have 1 defenseman out there. Aronov makes a couple of moves around good, unable to make it past Faust, and the Ice Lions clear the zone. Black Knights now getting a change for themselves offensively. Is taken down on the near side there was Clark Wagner. Xander Faust looking to go the other way, who has the only goal for the Ice Lions thus far in the contest. Szymanski makes a couple of moves, now looking for Faust, and Faust is in! Great stop by Monahan with the left pad. Faust looking for his second.
Best opportunity of the game for the Ice Lions here with Szymanski. Nice saucer pass over the stick of the defender. Unfortunately, we're not able to capitalize, and this game stays at the 1-1 deadlock.
A sick pass by Ethan Szymanski across 2 Black Knights defenders. Was able to find Faust going from left to right, unable to tuck it past the left pad of Monahan. 17:44 remaining here in this third period. Speed is amping up a little bit. We'll see if the physicality remains as Evan Partridge avoids a massive hit right in front of the broadcasting booth by Anthony Chambers. Puck is now behind the net. Chambers controlling it. Now Brendan Meyer takes a big hit, and then he receives a shove right in front of the net. Trying to shove it in is Velarde. Puck is still loose. And now trying to escort it out there was Meyer. And a couple of shoves after the whistle. Both teams still very aggressive coming out of the second intermission.
Just a mad scramble in front of the net. The second one we've seen this period, one on both sides. And I'm not quite sure that puck was ever really covered by goaltender Liam Monahan, but the referee blows it dead. The puck's going to stay in the Army Black Knights defensive zone.
Sherman and Matt Donald out there for the Ice Lions defensively. Alec Connolly's line out there for the Ice Lions. Connolly, Kylie, and Raymundo is the second variation of this 20s line as Kneisner's not on the ice after receiving that misconduct. Puck is controlled by Ferry. Off the shot to the top of the blue line. They love a whistle with 17:03 to go in the third period. We thank all of you for tuning into tonight's broadcast wherever you are watching, whether that's from the Lane Down Under or from Northern New York. Thank you so much for joining on Penn State Club Hockey YouTube. Puck is dropped and Alec Connolly loses the faceoff shot on at the top. He was blocked there by Sebastian Kiley, Iceline's teammates, making him hear that one. Puck now at the top, a shot on, didn't make it to Ferry. That one was deflected. A great tip chance there by the forward, John Sexton. Puck was taken out of the zone by Alec Connolly and touching up are the Black Knights and taking a big hit into the bench of the Icelines there was Brendan Connor. Controlling it for the Black Knights just for a moment was Delia, and then a shove after the whistle. Delia didn't like that there. 6'5" forward for the Black Knights was shoved right to the Iceline's bench.
That was Lehman.
The whistle, yeah, Lehman rather. Wasn't liking that one. Lost an article of his equipment in the Iceline's bench.
He seems to always be involved in the play. Whenever there's any sort of physical play happening on the ice, we look over and we always see the big man for Army, number 56, Mark Lehman, who just retrieved his stick from the Iceline's bench after taking that big hit after the whistle.
Lehman was definitely not happy after that one. He was shoved into the Iceline's bench, and as he said, lost the stick within the bunch of extra secondary sticks for the Icelines, just grabbed it right out of the boards. Was very frustrated at the end of that play. Going to go the other way and throwing a big hit on the near side was Kai Holm on Luke Raymundo. Puck is sent all the way around behind the net of Ferry, and controlling it in the far corner is Christian Short trying to clear the zone. The extra defenseman for the Icelines, not getting a ton of time as he saw yesterday, but contributing just as always. Trying to throw a hit in the far corner was Alex Mavris. Was able to do so for just a moment, keeping the puck out. Now a chance for the Black Knights. Great sliding play by Alec Connolly. Shot on, and he scores! Ryan Sematris breaks the deadlock. It's 2-1 Black Knights.
After a great sliding play by defender Alex Mavris, see a whistler of a shot go right by the right shoulder of goaltender Josh Ferry as Army breaks the deadlock with a great play by defenseman Wyatt Sematris.
Spoke to his father at the end of the second intermission, just chatting about his everyday, day-to-day life. Just shout out his podcast that he was talking to me about. And now we're gonna have a face-off at center ices. Sematris broke that deadlock. Great shot there by the top of the right circle. And now it's 2-1 in favor of the Black Knights. Puck now sent all the way down, and now the Army has a ton of momentum here, whistling right in front now, sending another shot there was the first goal scorer, Caleb Kaiser. Now the Icelines battling from behind yet again as the first goal of the game was brought on by Caleb Kaiser, and a quick response was from Xander Faust, who's currently on the ice wearing the number 2 for the Icelines, freshman forward for Penn State, playing phenomenal thus far in his premier season.
Yeah, Ethan, I always like to say the most important thing in hockey is the first 2 minutes after a goal. It's kind of calming down and getting back into the game, getting back into the flow of things, and not being too much on edge, because that can lead to costly mistakes. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Icelines do these next 2 minutes.
Szymanski with an opportunity. The puck just went a little bit farther for him. He negates the icing as that there was a long stretch pass from Andrew Ford. Wiggle and Faust battle for the puck, but aren't able to control it in the offensive zone. Is going the other way. It was for a moment there. Brendan Connor, one of the half of the milkmen, going the other way is Wiggle. Wiggle over to Faust, looking for his second one. Trying to make a move. Wiggle with his back just went high of the net for Monahan. That line going off for a change defensively for the Icelines. As going the other way from right to left are the Black Knights. Gaining the zone is Caleb Kaiser, but then was quickly intercepted by Evan McDonald. He controls the puck now in neutral ice. With his head up, he gives a pass right into Liam Egan. Gaining the zone for the Icelines. Chipper of a shot now. Xander Faust with a backhander saved by Monahan. Second chance covered by Monahan.
Egan setting that one up in the air and brought down by the mid of Ryan Cleary. And a good individual effort to get 2 backhand shots on net, but wasn't enough to beat goaltender Liam Monahan.
Connolly, Garcia, and Egan now out there as the forward group for the Icelines, unable to keep the zone there was Evan McDonald. and the Icelines will regroup in the neutral ice. Carrying the puck in the offensive zone with Daniel Schumann gaining the line and ripping it. That puck is right on the bench, and got some pushing and shoving on the far side, and Schumann gets involved physically. Lee is going to be backing up, no problem. Very aggressive forward for the Icelines. Shout out to Livingston, originally from the Bergen County area where I'm from, in New Jersey. Always love giving it a shout out. Wearing those Michigan blue gloves for the New Jersey headband. Now that line will get off, setting out the top unit for the Icelines. Now of Sebastian Kiley, Brendan Meyer, and Evan Partridge, because the Eisner is no longer in the lineup for the rest of the night. And a penalty on the Black Knights is going to be a perfect opportunity. Thanks for pointing that one out, Owen. I didn't even notice that the Black Knights had charged the penalty.
I wasn't quite sure what the call was. I just took a look at the scoreboard and saw that 2-minute penalty assessed to number 25 of the Army Black Knights. That's why it's a mattress, the goal scorer from just a moment ago.
Great opportunity for the Icelines now to try and tie this game up at 2. With the puck at the top of the key is Mavericks. Mavericks with a shot, saved by the glove of Monahan. That juicy rebound was steered to the near corner. Schumann with a shot, that one was blocked by Aronov. Mavericks now controlling the puck on the far side, giving it to Schumann. Schumann with a slap shot, deflected. Another opportunity, backhanded by Partridge, was stopped by Monahan. And some pushing and shoving right in front of Monahan yet again. This has been a recurring theme here in the third period.
Army taking exception of whoever that was from the Icelines. I'm not quite sure, but making contact with their goaltender. That's the number one rule in hockey. Do not touch the opposition's goaltender. You will see a reaction just like that one, but Army doing their best to stay out of the box and just let the Icelines know to not do that again.
Partridge poking at Monahan for the second chance rebound. Swallowed up very easily by Monahan. Partridge now loses the face-off to the Black Knights as the Icelines look to regain possession and try and set up again with a minute and a half remaining on the man advantage. Now with the puck behind the net, attempting a lacrosse move for a second was Partridge. Now Mavericks on the far side. Schumann, that puck was intercepted by Aronov. Great stick by him to clear the zone for the Black Knights. Rather, that was number 9, John Sexton. Brendan Meyer now regrouping defensively for the Icelines. Will drop it back for the captain, Nathaniel Schumann. Schumann now for Meyer. In neutral ice, will gain the blue line and send it in on Monahan. He gloves it down. Looking for an offensive zone draw for Penn State. Just under a minute remaining here in the Sebastian minor.
That forecheck from number 9, John Sexton, the first line left winger for Army, really causing some havoc in that Penn State defensive zone. As I'm not sure if you quite saw that, Ethan, but Penn State had a rough line change. Them shots didn't get called for too many men in the ice. I kept a 7 out there at one point.
Great analysis there, as I don't even see those kind of things. That's why we have you here, Owen. As setting up on the near side on the power play is Tommy Tavener. Looking for an option. Great stick there by Aronov. 2-on-1 developing shorthanded for the Black Knights. Aronov with Kaiser on his right, unable to get that pass up to the far side. Now going the other way with numbers on the Icelines. Alec Connolly speeding in on the offensive zone for Penn State. Quickly taken away by the captain, Anthony Chambers. Puck squirts out of the offensive zone for the Icelines with 23 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Now nothing really going here on the power play for the Icelines. Very critical chance here. Great stopping by the Black Knights.
Just too many times in odd man opportunities do I see both of these teams trying to dipsy doodle their way in with a nice toe drag to no avail. They have to start playing the puck smart. Nothing fancy. You're on an odd man opportunity. Play the puck smart, get it towards the net.
Mattress is out of the box now. Teams back at even strength. 12:25 remaining here in the third period. Puck now out of the far corner. Szymanski trying to get the puck out of the defensive zone for the Icelines. Bad pass in the middle of the ice, intercepted by the Black Knights. Puck sent around the net. Now controlling it behind the net of Ferry is number 70, James Delia. Now at the top of the puck, shot on there by Sheridan. Didn't reach Ferry. Sheridan now with the puck on the far side. Great stick trick there by Szymanski. Shot on there. Was deflected wide by Ferry. Ferry standing tall in his net. 18 saves for him tonight, or rather 38 for Ferry, as there 39 shots for the Black Knights and the 19 saves for the goalie across the ice, Monahan, as that one was thrown in on the neutral ice by Miller. Easily controlled by Ferry, and that one was sent all the way through neutral ice. Black Knights now retreating with the lead, 2-1 Army, with 11:30 to go here in the third period. Icelines looking for the equalizing goal. Alec Riggle now will send it to the far corner. Faust now retreating for the Ice Lions. Hard on the puck now. Zaretsky in the far corner. He takes a big hit by Sheridan. Short trying to beat him there. Beat to the puck was Henry Miller. He was able to get there. Henry Miller now making a couple of moves up against the 7th defenseman for the Ice Lions. And that puck was taken away there by Austria Garcia. Black Knights showing a ton of pressure here, proving that their 1-goal lead isn't going to be enough to try and fend off these Ice Lions. Christian Short now with an opportunity, trying to get it to Austria Garcia. Unable to get that pass across the crease. Puck is now sent out to neutral ice, and the retriever for the Ice Lions defensively is Alex Mavris. Mavris now for Egan. That puck went to Austria Garcia. He gained the puck offensively. Garcia will try and send it in front, intending for Egan, but broken up by the Black Knights. Egan sends the puck all the way around the boards, unable to find Connolly's stick. Now that puck escapes the defensive zone. Great clear there by the Black Knights. They look to regroup offensively. They get a couple of moves in the middle of the ice. Now gaining the line there is Cadigan. Cadigan with a shot saved there by Ferry. Another battle for the puck behind the net is Connolly open short. Defensively for the Ice Lions. Garcia calling for the puck, able to hear him from the broadcasting booth. As the clock strikes 10 minutes to go, halfway through here in the third period, Liam Egan trying to keep his own for the Ice Lions. Great keep by the Black Knights. Putting a ton of pressure on now is Army. Trying to get that goal to put the nail in the coffin and extend this lead to 2 goals. Puck deflected into the Ice Lions bench. Avoiding that puck was Coach Cunningham, and both teams have gone for a change.
Well, Ethan, that was definitely the longest span of time I think that we've went without a whistle in this game thus far. I believe it was about a 3-minute shift when we went without a whistle. So a lot of tired legs out there, and just want to touch upon the fact that Penn State's now let 41 shots on goal head towards goaltender Josh Ferry. So they're going to have to start getting in the lane a lot more and getting their 6 on the ice to block shots to prevent Army from getting the 3rd goal.
Charlie Aronov now in on Ferry, unable to get a shot off there as there was a great play by the captain Schumann. Able to fend off the big body Charlie Aronov. Battle for the puck yet again on the near side is taking a big hit. Was Sebastian Kiley in possession of the puck very well here in this 3rd period are the Black Knights. Shot on from the top of the key, didn't really make it to Ferry as that puck was deflected yet again in the near corner to the left of the broadcast booth. 9:09 remaining in the 3rd period. Puck is sent to likely ice. Monahan has his hand up and referees will whistle it down for an ice.
The ice is certainly tilted in Army's direction at the moment. As since that 2nd goal has been scored, a lot of the momentum has shifted towards Army, of course, and a lot of the offensive opportunities have come in Army's favor. So it's going to be interesting to see what head coach Cunningham for the Ice Lions really draws up the final 9 minutes to try to notch this game back at 2.
Top group out there for the Black Knights: Lehman, Delia, Sexton, Connor, that is Barrett Connor, and Anthony Chambers on defense. Rather a little bit of a switch up for Coach Haas defensively. He has both of the Connors out there. Puck is now battled for behind the net of Ferry. Turnaround shot there. Reached the net there. Went a little bit wide of Ferry. Didn't even see that one until it hit the ice. Controlling it behind the net is Delia. Trying to swing it around there. Great stick by Sebastian Kiley to break up that one. 2-on-1 battle for the puck in the far corner as the Ice Lions are still not able to clear the zone. Great keep there. Shot on there by Lehman. Didn't make it to the net. Going the other way is Szymanski. Got to avoid that big body Lehman as he has a massive size advantage against the freshman Szymanski. Sent in by Partridge. Our top group is out there for the Ice Lions. Goody throws it to the net, and that one is deflected out of play. We'll have a whistle with 8:02 remaining in the 3rd period. Shots are 41-20 in favor of the Black Knights.
The last few minutes, Penn State really struggling to get the puck out of their zone, throwing some straight passes across the ice. They're going to have to play smart the last few minutes if they anticipate trying to tie this game up. Off the boards and out, bank it off the glass, whatever you have to do to get that puck out, not throw it towards the middle.
Evan Partridge making a couple of moves off that face-off in the zone for the Ice Lions, unable to create anything offensively, and Zach Good is able to make a great play with his hands. Keep that puck out of the sticks of Charlie Aronov, who's been all over the ice tonight for the Black Knights. Controlling the puck behind the net of Ferry are the Ice Lions. They look to regroup. to try and set up something offensively, looking for that equalizer goal. Taking a big hit right in front of the bench is Evan Partridge, and delivering that one right back to the Black Knights was Joey Velarde.
I'm shocked that was not whistled for interference. I'm not quite sure, but I don't think that Penn State had control of the puck at that time.
Yeah, by the way that the referees have been calling this game, Owen, I'm surprised, like you just said, that there was no penalty call. As Brendan Meyer deflects that puck, great intercept there.
That puck was certainly going towards Partridge, but he didn't receive it yet. He was not on his stick, and he kind of just got blown up in front of his bench. And like you said, the way that this game's been called, Penn State's been in the box a whole lot. I was shocked to see no whistle there.
Marcia Garcia controlling the puck on the inside, trying to get possession in the offensive zone, but it's been very difficult for the ice lines thus far in this period. Puck deflects off Garcia's skates, and now Connolly has it on the near side, avoids a massive hit to the right of me by Ben Gosher. Going to go the other way was Gosher, unable to control that puck in neutral ice, and now he has it right in front and taking a big hit by Ian Egan. Egan was unable to knock him off his skates. Now Henry Miller with the puck in the near corner, makes a couple of ice lines miss. There's a battle for the puck. Henry Miller now comes out with it, trying to swoop it all the way around. Another shot went wide to the right of Ferry, all the way to the length of the ice. No icing, as that was a shot off the Black Knights. 6:15 to go here in the third period. That puck was tipped into the zone by Gosher, and he skates off the ice, going for a full change. Egan now with a chance to clear the puck through the ice lines on the far side. Great keep by the other 13 for the Black Knights. Andrew Fergus, and now that puck is covered by Ferry with just under 6 minutes to play here in the third period.
Just a ton of back and forth action in these last few minutes, and Penn State smartened up a little bit about 5 minutes ago, but still playing a little bit too much in their defensive zone.
Faceoff's going to be to the left of Josh Ferry. As the unit that's out there for the ice lines is Xander Faust, Alec Rigo, and Ethan Zaretsky, who is really far off the line on the near side for the ice lines. He's unable to control that winding pass all the way around the boards. That one's going to be touched up for an icing by Barrett Connor.
That's something I've seen a couple times tonight with Coach Cunningham's ice lines, where it seems like the winger, the far side winger, wherever the faceoff is being taken, lines up to the right or the left of Josh Ferry, a little bit away from the faceoff, as we see it again right here.
Shot right off the faceoff, covered by Ferry.
Not quite sure what the idea is behind this. I've seen it a couple times. The Ice Lions aren't the first team to utilize this face-off strategy. Maybe just a quick breakout, as we see here, but to no avail for the Ice Lions.
Well, Szymanski has tremendous speed for the Ice Lions. Easily one of the most noticeable quick players for Penn State. His speed really showed yesterday when he had a sick goal to set up Xander Faust. Their goal yesterday was 15 icing out for the Black Knights. Well, Ice Lions are finally able to change that entire game with Szymanski, Rigo, and Faust. There's the 20s line. Centering the pair of wingers is no longer the Eisner. It's Alex Connolly who loses the face-off to the Black Knights, and they will possess the puck defensively, clearing the zone. In just a moment now, Raimundo with an opportunity, setting up Connolly. He was unable to get a shot off. That one just went over his stick.
Some screaming coming from the from the Army bench. Not quite sure what's going on. Visibly upset at something, as the coaches were all screaming at the referee.
The Black Knights very vocal on their bench. As soon as an Ice Lions player enters the vicinity of the Black Knights bench, they instantly start chirping them and making them hear it, saying whatever they possibly can to try and get under the skin of the Ice Lions. As Schumann tries to set up another stretch pass for Raimundo, unable to do so. Great block in the middle of the ice by the 6'5" forward Mark Lehman. Alec Connolly unable to control that pass off the far side. And that one's able to be kept in by the defenseman for the Black Knights, Brendan Connor. From Devils Lake, North Dakota. I was talking a little bit about how there's a ton of players from all different states across the country. It's so great to see that, especially from a program like Army, who's able to recruit people from all around the country. Love to see people supporting from East Coast to West Coast as far as Alaska. Now trying to control the puck on the near side is Alex Connolly, avoiding a hit and getting his zone offensively. Looking, his shot just went wide to the left of Monahan. Now a different variation, a third variation of the 20s line for just a moment as Connolly and Sebastian Kiley get off the ice. Evan Partridge, number 28, is out there for just a moment. As now Meyer and Velarde come out to finish that change. Velarde now intercepting the puck for the ice line, trying to throw that one on net. That was right in front. Didn't know where the puck was for a moment. Monahan was looking all right behind him. And that one was somehow being able to be stopped out of the net. Velarde now trying to chip the puck and pass. Lehman unable to do so. That's a big body that you're trying to get the puck past. Very blocked by Lehman on the near side. That puck's on the far side. Joey Velarde setting up Partridge. Partridge just fanned on the shot. Alex Mavris with another opportunity, unable to get his stick on that puck. Now Zach Good will retreat for the Ice Lions, trying to catch it. The Black Knights on a change, they're able to do so. And the penalty is assessed to the Black Knights. Great heads-up play there by Zach Good to force that penalty on the Black Knights. It's going to be a bench rider for too many men on the ice. Serving the call is James Scalia.
Just what Penn State drew up. Just what they needed. Zach Good firing the puck. I would like to think it was intentional, honestly, off of the Black Knight defender. As you saw, way too many men on the ice. How many men do you think were out there? I saw at least 8. At least 8. So,
a lot of Black Knights on the ice.
Horrible line change for the Black Knights. And Penn State, with just about 3 minutes left to go in this game, needs to capitalize on this power play in order to notch it up at 2.
This is the opportunity the Ice Lions have been looking for and waiting for, you could say, for the entire game to try and knock this game up at 2. Puck is kept in on the far side there by Evan MacDonald as the Ice Lions look to set up with what could be their final power play of this game, and what better time to come here in the dying minutes of the third period. Xander Faust unable to control that puck in his skates, and great keep again by Evan MacDonald on the blue line right in front of the bench for Army.
Goaltender Josh Ferry keeps looking over towards the bench, towards Coach Cunningham, trying to see if they want to get that extra attacker on the ice and make this a 6-on-4 power play.
Coaches for the Black Knights want to be in the defensive zone of the Ice Lions. As of right now, the referees are lined up right to the right of the broadcast outside of the defensive zone of the Black Knights. Faceoff is won by the Ice Lions, and they maintain possession in the offensive zone. Holding it on his backhand, circling the net. There, and a shot on. Skip the infield! The Ice Lions tie it! Not sure he got the stick on there. It's super on the ice is Xander Faust, and we got a tie game!
I believe that was Ryan Clary standing in front of the net. The lefty forward getting his backhand on that shot from the point. Rolled up his stick and over the shoulder of goaltender Liam Monahan. And Penn State has tied this game late, 2-2, with about 2:30 to go.
Exactly what Coach Cunningham drew up. It's Xander Faust, his second of the game and third of the weekend, as he ties this game back up at 2 on the power play. Great heads-up play there by Faust to be able to deflect that shot in. And we have a tie game here as Aronov has an opportunity to try and get that lead back for the Black Knights. That was just a few inches away of making it past Ferry. Now another opportunity, shot on there, saved by Ferry. Rebound, where's the puck? Referees haven't blown it dead yet, and that one just went wide of Ferry. A scrum here in Pegula, and the whistle is blown dead as Ferry didn't have his block or any glove on. Coaches for the Black Knights are not happy after that one. 2:09 shows on the clock.
Not quite sure if Ferry's blocker came off due to contact or if he just wanted that whistle. Either way, play's blown dead and smart play by Ferry as the Black Knights come out hungry after giving up that second goal.
Faceoff's going to be to the right of Ferry as the Black Knights have their second line out there with Kaiser, Wagner, and Aronov. Aronov controlling the puck off the faceoff. And they look to set up here with 2:04 to go in the third period. Both teams looking for that goal to put them up front here in the dying minutes of the third period. Joey Velarde with the puck clearing it for the Ice Lions. Controlling it now out of the defensive zone is Evan MacDonald. Sending it all the way down. Controlling it behind the net is Monahan. A lot of forechecking from the Ice Lions. We see a lot more aggression than we saw in the first couple of periods for Coach Cunningham's group. Got skipped out to neutral ice. The only forward in there was Evan Partridge. Now an opportunity for the Black Knights stepping in that shot. Great save by Ferry with the glove. And another rebound was thrown out into neutral ice. The minute and 20 seconds remaining in the third period. Glove down by Ferry. Now controlling it for the Ice Lions is Tommy Taverner. Taverner lifts this one out in neutral ice and being able to control it there. Great handwork by Clark Wagner. Rather, that was Magnus Sheridan from Wanakee, Wisconsin. Xander Faust, the 2 goals on the night. The freshman showing his worth here for the Ice Lions. 1 minute to go here in the third period. Teams tied at 2.
Xander Faust, assisted by Alec Connolly and Evan McDonald.
McDonald and Connolly get the assist for the Ice Lions on Xander Faust's second goal as he takes a tumble behind the net of Monahan. 34 seconds to go in the third period. Will we need overtime in this one, folks? 30 seconds to go. Evan McDonald controlling it for the Ice Lions. Now behind the net is the captain, Nathaniel Schumann. The Ice Lions will have one more chance here to try and set something up offensively. Clearing the puck behind the net of Monahan is the defenseman captain, Anthony Chambers. 10 seconds remaining, and it looks like these two teams are going to need some extra time to decide who is going to win the second game of this series. 2 seconds and 1 as the horn sounds to end the third period. What a fantastic game we've had so far in this second game of the series. Looks like teams are going to stay on the ice. Not sure if we're going to get a resurfacing here. Not even sure what the rules are for after regulation. Referees talking things over, and we will step aside and get ready for overtime here at Pegula Ice Arena. As we get set here for overtime here at Pegula Ice Arena, joining you ringside is Ethan Zaretsky. Joining alongside me is my great color commentator, Owen Gelber. A 5-minute overtime period could be the deciding factor here in this game. These two teams are going to need an extra 5 minutes to decide who's going to come out on top in this second game of the series, Owen.
Well, Ethan, it's been a close battle the entire night. Penn State has been playing with their backs against the wall the entire time. It's been a 4-goal game, but Penn State's come from behind twice. So Penn State's going to have to take their first lead and to walk out of here with a win. And we'll see what happens in this 5-minute 3-on-3 period.
As we take you back to center ice, a 3-on-3 overtime period. This one's for all the marbles, folks. Kind of love overtime here at Pegula Ice Arena, community rink. Let's see who will settle this one out. Face-off is won by the Black Knights, and they will control possession here to open up overtime. The group out there for the Ice Lions consists of Alec Connolly, Brendan Meyer, and Tommy Taverner. Breakout pass for Mark Lehman now for the Black Knights. Tries to make a move around Brendan Meyer. He's not having any of that. Wyatt Simatris out there as well for the Black Knights, as well as Caleb Kaiser, one of the goal scorers for the Black Knights. Controlling it now in the far corners, Alec Connolly, as the Ice Lions possess the puck for the first time in this overtime period, 30 seconds in. See what the strategy will be for the Ice Lions. As that puck is sent the length of the ice too far for Meyer, and that's when it's going to be shot down for an ice.
It's a silly mistake there. A lot of open ice with 3-on-3. I would love to see the Penn State defender take his ice there and progress up the ice towards the offensive zone. But unfortunately, they sent it down the ice. It's an icing to the right of goaltender Josh Ferry.
Black Knights looking for the goal to tie up this series and go home with a 1-1 series tie against the Ice Lions, who have played them hard all week. Charlie Aronov walking in on Ferry. Didn't even get a piece on that one. Was starting that shot, looked like it went wide. But now in the far corner, same group out for both teams. That started this overtime period. Meyer now on the near side. Hard on him there was Samatras. Samatras now with Kaiser. Fresh forward out there now for the Ice Lions. That is Joey Velarde, the freshman. He's unable to control that pass initially from Connolly, but now he has the puck gaining the zone, and now he has a 2-on-1 with Schumann. Velarde with Schumann, trailing back is Connolly, and unable to get that pass through was Velarde to Connolly. 3:36 remaining in this overtime period. A ton of open ice for both teams. Now taking it in front of the net, there was initially Velarde, an entire group for the Black Knights as Kaiser will control it. With Schumann against him, now Alec Connolly. He is tired as he's been on the entire ice for a minute and a half here in overtime. Hard on him behind the net there was the captain, Anthony Chambers, for Army. And now they look to go the other way. 2-on-1 developing for Army. Lehman and Kaiser. Lehman over to Kaiser, unable to get it in his stick. Going the other way is Velarde. Got a little overtime here. Velarde, 1-on-1, going the other way against the Black Knights. Between the legs move, unable to get a shot off, great hit by Anthony Chambers. Velarde skates off the ice, replacing him as Alec Riggle. Two Ice Lions in the near corner. And now a 2-on-1 opportunity going the other way for the Black Knights. Another opportunity for Lehman. Now on the far side, shot on just went high on Ferry. Now going the other way is Andrew Fort for the Ice Lions, with Kylie and Riggle on the ice with him. One defenseman, two forwards for the Ice Lions. Shot on there was saved easily by Monahan. Andrew Ford heads off the ice, and replacing him is Tommy Cabot. A great intercept by Alec Riggle. Alec Riggle trying to find Xander Faust in the middle of the ice, unable to do so. Now a breakout pass going the other way is Clark Wagner. Great defensive play by Alec Riggle. And now Ferry will steer it over to Xander Faust. A ton of action here in overtime. Who will get the winner? Xander Faust looking for his third. Chips it past, and no, another opportunity for Faust. He slid into the net and knocked it off its borings rather. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this overtime period. Wow, Owen.
Wow is right. We've seen a ton of odd man opportunities as I don't think either of these sides are really used to playing 3-on-3. Ton of open ice, and see Clary there, great individual effort, actually diving, sprawled out completely, trying to poke that one past goaltender Liam Monahan, but Monahan stayed strong in the net, knocked off his borings, face off now for the Ice Lions.
Szymanski and Faust, the two freshman forwards out there for the Ice Lions. Aronov and Kaiser back out there for the Black Knights. On defense is Wyatt Samatras, the original group out there for the Black Knights. Aronov looks to create some space for the Black Knights. Has Samatras on his left, unable to get that pass to him. Great deflection by Szymanski. Now steering it out of the zone there is Kaiser. Hard on him is Xander Faust. The freshman forward gets his stick in there. Great defensive forecheck from Xander Faust. The two freshman forwards out there with the captain Schumann. He will control the puck right in front of Ferry. And so now send it up to Szymanski. Szymanski catches a stick, no call there. Alec Connolly out there with Szymanski now. Schumann controlling the puck in the defensive zone for the Ice Lions, and now carrying up with some space. Gains the blue line and shoots it, unable to get it on the net of Monahan. Nathan Schumann ends it for the Ice Lions and sweeps Army as he celebrates right in front of the net. Nathaniel Schumann slays the Dragon and finishes the Black Knights in overtime.
Wow, Ethan. Schumann just essentially tossing that puck behind the net. I don't know if it hit his stanchion, I don't know exactly what it hit, but went off the back of goaltender Liam Monahan, and Penn State takes down Army 2-0 in this weekend sweep.
I could not see a bigger smile from Coach Cunningham as both teams converge at center ice. What a thriller here on the community rink, Pegula Ice Arena. What a game and what a way to end it. Did not expect it to go that way, Owen.
I don't think anyone could have scripted it that way, honestly. For, I would say, as lopsided of a game as this was, and just look at the shot differential, 46-26 in favor of Army. I thought Army did play a phenomenal game, but Penn State stayed with them the entire time. Oh, yeah. Like we said, Penn State played with their back against the wall twice this entire night, coming back from 2 different leads. And finally, like you said, slaying the Dragon and beating Army to walk out of here with a 2-0 series sweep.
What a phenomenal way to end it as we join you yet again ringside. Ethan Zaretsky joined alongside me as my color commentator, Owen Gelber. And Owen, I couldn't have asked for a more phenomenal game from both teams. Army looking desperately for that tying game against the Ice Lions, falling to them yesterday 6-2, and now falling again in overtime, bringing their record to 3-2 as they fall to the Ice Lions in overtime. Nathaniel Schumann with the game winner. That one deflected off the stanchion and just went right under the pad of Monahan. Didn't even see it off the bounce.
Just really one of those wacky goals that, like we said, no one can script them. No one anticipated that happening. No one saw it happening. And clearly, goaltender Liam Monahan had no idea where that puck was, off his back and in. And just a fortunate bounce for Penn State. And one of those things, home ice advantage.
Absolutely, Owen. A phenomenal weekend for the Ice Lions as they are now on a 4-game win streak. That all started with the second game of the NC State series. Ice Lions play again next weekend, so be tuned for those games. We will see you when they play Rowan in a few weeks.